What are the odds that the kid sitting in the first row of your class will actually make it to the big leagues? Slim, yet this kid in the first row is joyfully sent off to campus every year. Why is that? Because playing the game is fun. There are lessons to be learned from goals that seem out of reach. I am not the 1% yet. My answer might not be perfect, but it will give you some ideas. I am obsessed with becoming 1%. So you might pick up something from this that could be the turning point you are looking for. 1. Unlearn. You cannot become the 1% if you think like the 99%. School is the advertising agency which makes you believe that you need the society as it is. Ivan Illich. The fewer questions people ask, the easier it is to control them. The 1% use education and media to control the 99%. When I was small, my mother told me to listen with 2 ears. Let things come in one and go out the other. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't trust anyone. Always ask questions. Even if you agree with something, try to look from the other side. If you disagree with something, do the same. Don't just listen, think critically. It is hard, very hard. You will get the messages for the 99% and have to decode them. You don't want to believe what the 1% want you to believe. Don't let mainstream media and education distract you. 2. Never stop learning. The 1% knows the importance of knowledge. If you know how to use knowledge the right way, it is the most powerful weapon. Read a lot. Poor people read for pleasure. Rich people read for self-improvement. It doesn't mean fictions are useless. Some of the most important books in Eastern are novels. Dream of the Red Chamber was my first book about power. 3 Kingdoms taught me history, philosophy, culture, war strategies, management, etc. It doesn't matter what you read if you don't have the right mindset. You won't learn anything. Don't read just for fun. Read to acquire new knowledge. Always ask questions and ask yourself what you can learn from the book. Don't just collect knowledge like baseball cards and hide them somewhere in the back of your brain. Find ways to turn them into actions. Knowledge is useless unless you can figure out how to convert it into action. Observe. Observing others is the best way to learn. Pay attention to the way people think, behave, and treat others. You can learn so much more than you think. My father always treats me equally when it comes to business. He would ask me a bunch of questions such as, what do you think about the project? If you were me, what would be your strategy? What do you think about this person? How would you use him? Do you agree with this opinion? Why or why not? What would you do differently? He would treat me like a partner instead of his child. Those projects were multi-million-dollar projects. One day I asked my father why he never taught me anything. I couldn't understand why he taught his employees all the time but not me. My father replied, what I can teach you, you already know. What you need to learn, you have to observe by yourself. That is why I bring you every 3. Understand your relationship with money. Rich people are not rich because they spend money all the time. They are rich because they spend money wisely, and that money ends up working for them. Don't work for money. Make money work for you. That is why I am working hard to build my own empire so that one day it will work for me. If you want to trade time for money, you will never have enough time. Never let money define you. If you do, you will only be worth as much as you have. 4. Focus on solving other people's problems instead of yours. Feed the masses. Eat with the classes. Benefit number 1. Let's do the math. If you are the 1%, your problems can only represent 1% of all the problems in the world. By helping others, your chance to become successful is higher. Benefit number 2. One of the biggest lessons I have learned from managing people is, when people have their own problems, they cannot help me solve mine. If you are going through a divorce or a loved one is dying in the hospital, do you think you can focus and help me plot my evil plan to build the next big digital marketing agency? No. Instead of yelling at people all day, I learned to ask them about their problems and offer help when possible. I am not nice during the hustle. I just want people to focus on things that are important to me. Benefit number 3. Making money is hard, and keeping money is harder. What if tomorrow you are no longer the 1%, and all your 1% friends ignore you? You will need at least one of the 99% to help you. Be selfish. Invest in people. If 1 out of 1,000 people you have helped return the favor one day, it is a great deal. My parents don't share all the inspirational messages. They don't sugarcoat anything. They don't tell me to help people to be the next Gandhi. They taught me to help others to create a safe nest when I fail. We are realists. We are selfish. At least we don't pretend we are not. 5. Work smart. Work hard and stop complaining. Always look up instead of down. If you are happy with what you have, it will be very hard to move forward. You need something to push you to work smarter and harder. But work smart. Working hard is not enough. There are a lot of poor hard-working people. If you are planning to trade time for money, you will never become rich. You need to figure out how to get the most out of the time you have. Figure out the shortcuts and the best ways to do things. If you cannot find ways to optimize the way you do things, you haven't thought about it enough. Lie to yourself to get work done. Cheat on everyone and yourself to achieve something bigger. Stay focused. Steal knowledge. Kill bad habits. Work hard. Working smart is not enough. There are a lot of smart people who work smart. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Some of the most successful people I know work crazy hours. They have more money than they can spend, but they still work a lot. They didn't get to where they are today by sitting around and waiting for luck. Stop complaining. If you are the 1%, people don't feel sorry for your high-class problems. Rich people's problems are as annoying as poor people's problems. Problems are problems for a reason. The 1% often don't have the privilege to complain all day long like the 99%. Because of that, they have to learn to zip their mouths and find ways to solve all their problems. That is why they stay the 1%. If you complain about life, you are losing time. Complaining doesn't change a thing. If you don't like something, change it. If you fail, at least you learn something. If you just complain, you will end up with nothing. If something doesn't work out the way you wanted it to, it is your fault because you did nothing to change it. If I tried to change it and it didn't work out, I haven't tried hard enough. Always blame yourself. It is the best way to make yourself a better person. Always aim for better. 6. Surround yourself with the 1%. The 1% like to help people around them. If you have access to the 1%, you will have more access to higher quality opportunities to find your way to becoming one. Also, if you keep hanging out with the 99%, they will hold you back. You need to get out of the 99% bubble. I am not saying you should cut all your connection with 99%. They are great people, and you need them in your life. However, in order to move forward, you need to figure out to surround yourself with the 1%. It will increase your chances for you to become one of them. 6. Be persistent. Nothing in this world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful people with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. The slogan "Press on" has solved and always will solve the problems of the human race. Things don't always work out. It is okay. Most successful people have failed many times before they found their success. If you want to be part of the 1%, make sure you stick around longer than the 99%. If you want to be the 1% for the lifestyle, don't do it. The price you have to pay is way too high. It requires a lot of work. Making money is hard, but keeping it is even harder. People will have very high expectations of you. People expect me to be very successful or become the next Jackie O. It is hard living with so much pressure. You will be responsible for so many lives. Try to be the 10%, and you still can have a decent life with less pressure. You will never be happy with what you have anyway. If you are a millionaire, you are still poor compared to your multi-millionaire friends. If you are a multi-millionaire, you are poor compared to a billionaire. If you are a billionaire, you are still poorer than an even wealthier billionaire. What is enough? The roller coaster of life taught me that I am the only person who can decide my destiny. I can accept what life throws at me, or I can write my own story. Legacies must be earned by the choices we make. In 2017, the median salary for all 25,000 Facebook employees was $240K, and specific roles such as senior engineers and senior product managers at Uber and Facebook have even higher average salaries of $305K. I want to stress that these are average salaries, and the reality is many people get far more lucrative compensation packages. Breaking into the top 1% requires a salary of just over $255K. So being at these companies will easily get you to your goal. However, it doesn't stop there, because once you get in, recruiters begin hunting you down at a pace you never thought possible. They know they have to pay even more to steal you away, and they are prepared to do it. The whole thing is a fascinating game of human psychology chess. Learn how to play, and you can easily be part of the 1%.